lost my mind.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Levi and I'm back with another Albion Online video. This time I'll go over 10 things you most likely don't know about the game, especially if you are new to it. One of these things is actually a secret I've kept to myself for the longest time and made a lot of money with. Now, I'm not saying it's going to work for you, especially since I'm sharing it now, but you simply won't be feeding me and others free silver any longer and losing out on it yourself. If you are very new to the game, there is a big chance you don't know about most of these things I'm going to cover in this video. And I'm personally pretty convinced some of these are unknown even to those that have been going at it for a while already, just like some of these were fairly new to me. If you are new to my YouTube channel and would like to be notified of new Albion Online videos that will help you with your gameplay and make you a better and more wealthy player, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And if you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up as well. I also stream on Twitch every Friday and Sunday and announce any extra streaming sessions on my Discord server. So make sure to connect on Twitch and Discord if you haven't yet. You can find the links to my socials in the description below. Let's get started. Furniture items have insane repair costs in Albion Online. As you can see, this Keeper Campfire, which is at 58% durability, has a repair cost of 24,000 silver. Whilst if we go to the market and check what they go for, we can see they sell for 3,000 silver only. So be careful whenever repairing loot from your ganking session whatsoever. You may shoot yourself in the foot by repairing these items and lose a lot of money for no reason other than being ignorant to this matter. Speaking of furniture items, I think it's time to share the details of one of my money-making secrets with you. Most furniture items have an item value and can be salvaged for 75% of said value. If you look at the Keeper's Tower of Power, you can see the item value is 36,000. 75% of that is 27,000. And as you can see, my buy order went through for 18,000, meaning I made 9,000 profit on a poor soul that should definitely watch this video. The reason I can make money by setting buy orders for different furniture items is because most Albion Online players don't know about the silver value and that these furniture items can be salvaged at the repair station. 9,000 silver on its own is not a lot of money, but if you take all the different furniture items into account, with buy orders over the various cities, it quickly adds up to millions of silver every week. With this tip, I'm not telling you to place buy orders, because honestly, you guys will most likely start outbidding each other very quickly. But I do hope you guys now realize the value of your furniture items and perhaps start salvaging them instead of selling them only for someone else to do it. I think that's enough about furniture items. Let's move on to other things you most likely don't know about Albion Online. You can hover over the item power value and see a detailed breakdown of said value. If we take this 8.2 Excellent Night Helmet as an example, we can see the base IP is 1100 from being tier 8. I get 200 from the enchantment level, which is correct since it's 0.2, 50 from the quality since it's crafted excellent, 313 from my masteries, and 62 from the mastery modifier. All the information you need about the item power value of a specific item in one place. We just talked about the mastery modifier, which I'm sure is an unknown thing for many watching this video, so let's go over it. Starting with tier 5, items get a mastery modifier bonus. This bonus is 5% for tier 5, 10% for tier 6, 15% for tier 7, and 20% for tier 8 items. When you look at your destiny board and add up all the bonuses for a specific item, you get your total mastery bonus. What the mastery modifier does is provide an extra bonus to item power based on the tier you are using and the mastery bonus you already have. Basically, the game's way of rewarding you for having high mastery levels and using higher tier items. Having a positive reputation gives you defensive stats against other players in PvP. The Glorious rank, which is the maximum rank and requires 10,000 reputation or more, gives you a 9% buff in defense and 10% CC resistance against other players. The only condition is that you have to be flagged friendly. You can navigate to stats, click on the reputation bar and see all the details regarding reputation here, and also see what stats the different ranks provide by hovering over them. Have you ever thought some of the mounts you see are pretty cool but also felt like they must be rare since they are barely being sold or used? I thought so too about many mounts at first, until I realized you can craft a lot of these mounts. Take the Venom Basilisk for example. It sounds cool, it looks cool, and it has some unique skills, so it must be rare. However, if you scroll down you will see the resources you need to craft this mount, and none of these resources are rare. In fact, there are thousands of these resources on the market. All you have to do is get the materials together and craft them at the location they can be crafted at. For the Venom Basilisk, this is at the Energy Manipulator. Check the wiki to find out where the different cool looking mounts can be crafted. For the moneymakers among us, you probably realized that this is a money making tip at the same time, since the crafted products tend to sell for a decent profit. To get an overview of what mounts can be grown or crafted, you can navigate to your Destiny board and check the adventurers levels. Offhands require very little fame credits to reach max level, so if you use an offhand in your build, you might want to spend your first wave of fame credits on maxing it out. This will give you a good boost to IP and stats for very little investment. You can click on the equipment in the Kill and Dead feed in Albion Online and see what skills and passives were selected during that specific fight. This is useful for different reasons. First of all, it gives you instant feedback. If you just lost the fight and can't really place why you lost it, you can go to your deaths and read up on the different skills the enemy was using. Another reason why this feature is useful is because you can find out about other players' playstyles. For example, you could navigate to the top ranking Infamy players and see what builds they use in corrupted dungeons, and how they choose their skills based on the different enemies they are facing. Reaver levels are a thing in Albion Online. If you open your Destiny board and look to the left, you will see various Reaver levels. In many of my build videos, beginners ask why they don't do any damage against the monsters or receive a lot more damage than I do. This is most likely because you are doing content of higher tiers whilst not having the Reaver levels unlocked. If you just started out and try to do tier 8 dungeons for example, whilst not having the tier 8 Reaver level unlocked, you will be missing out on 100% damage increase and 50% in defenses. I mean, I guess it's logical you don't do nearly as much damage and die pretty quickly. So make sure to stick to content you have the Reaver levels unlocked for, unless you have people that are helping you. And that was the final thing I wanted to share with you in this video. I'm sure many of you have more tips like these. If you do, make sure to share them in the comments below. Also, let me know how useful these tips were for you and how long you have been playing for. I'm curious whether I was right to assume some of these tips were unknown to players that have been playing for a while already. For now, I hope this video brought you value and wish you good luck in your adventures. Have a good one and I'll see you next time. Ooh, I got a 7.3 cursed staff. Nice, dude.
Oh yeah, I got 50k, man. Like runes, man, runes.
Oh my god, I got an